Come over here. Well, hello there. I'm Boylan Kooky, and today I have to explain myself once again from the rendezvous. For the last 2 years, I was camping at the rendezvous, and I was up there in the corner, way up there in the corner, just going to camp to camp to camp. For 2 years I did that. 2 years I stayed in the corner, and I went to camp, seeing everybody. So somebody suggests, why don't you go out and be amongst us, or get closer? So I took that person's advice, and I was ridiculed because I did what somebody should say. Hey, why don't you go move up some and get closer to us? I did, and I got ridiculed for the things I have done. It was fair. I did some stuff I didn't realize I was doing. The VU 4. Oh yeah, by the way, I enjoyed myself in VU 1, VU 2, and VU 3. I enjoyed myself. I had a blast in VU 3. I had a blast at VU 4. It's after the VU I was disappointed in myself, because I am a selfish son of a bitch. Basically, I was accused of being selfish at the rendezvous for some reason, of being selfish. I tried to define that word selfish, and it only comes with 2 definitions. They have more, but the 2 is 1, no concern for others, and 2, I'm out there trying to say, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. Now, I want to let you know something. Everybody has a comfort zone. Everybody has something they want to bring when they go camping. I brought my stuff to go camping and have comfort. But to some people, that was trash, crap, a destruction of their freedom or something. I don't know, there's words, I can go on with the words. They made it feel uncomfortable going out there to the rendezvous because of my camp. That's right, my camp. I'm oblivious to that. One, I wasn't going out there and say, look at Ranger Kooky's camp, look how big it is. No. That's how I like my camps. If you watch my channels, you'll see, hey, he has a big monster camp. A big monster camp. And that's what I like. And I use bushcrafting skills to build that camp. There's an A-frame bed inside, or the jungle bed, that all bushcrafters make. I have bush chairs everywhere last year, but I didn't put them up this year because they were uncomfortable for some people, so I didn't bother putting them up. Now, I got people mad for some reason. I made them feel uncomfortable with my camp. I did not know that. Now, you say I'm selfish. That means I should not even worry about what you say, because I'm a selfish bastard. I'm not. It only had to take one person on Facebook or my YouTube channel to say something. They had a whole year to say, hey, Ranger Kooky, I really don't like your camp. And here's why. This is why I feel, you know, if I'm selfish that they claim I am, then why I'm talking about this? I feel so horrible that people didn't show up to the rendezvous because of me. That's right, there was like one, or I guess maybe 1 or 2 more people didn't show up because of my camp. Their camp upset them. My camp made them feel uncomfortable. My camp this was, according to them, is trash. Now I'm gonna get getting something straight. My channel is about trash to survive, using everything in my power to make a big camp. Now, if you don't know that by now, you need to watch my videos to make sure you know somebody before you say something about him or her channel or him or her, that person. I felt so wrong and so bad about this. It's gassing that my camp made somebody didn't show up at the rendezvous. Now remember, this person had a whole year to say something. Everybody at the rendezvous had a whole year to confront me and tell me something. But some of you think that talking to somebody is going to be irrational, or hey, he might argue something. No, I am a different type of person. I will listen to what you had to say. If you had to say something bad about that big eyesore, look at that big eyesore over there, man. That's an eyesore. I felt like that thing is Ranger Kooky's camp. Now it's an eyesore. I want to see this beautiful landscape. That's what I want to see. But no, there's Ranger Kooky's camp there. Look at that camp. Look how horrible that camp is. Now remember, a couple things I hate. I hate when people lie. People lie to you to make you feel good. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person, if you have something to say about me, good or bad, I want to hear it. I want to hear your thoughts and why you hate that big eyesore. That big freaking eyesore. Horrible looking thing, trash everywhere. It just looks like trash. My God! Now, if I heard that in the beginning, that my camp was an eyesore, and you didn't like it or didn't appreciate it, of me being out there with that big eyesore, you could have said, this is my camp. Oh, look at Ranger Kooky's camp. You could have marched your ass right into my camp. Take your goddamn balls and set it on my table and say, I got some balls and a bone to pick with you, Ranger Kooky. That's all you had to do, is get some balls, put it on my table, throw a bone up there, and say, I have a problem with your camp. And if you didn't bring your ass, up here, and you came up here calmly, and you set your balls up here like that, my balls is on Ranger Kooky's table. Look at that, my balls is on Ranger Kooky's table, and here's a bone. Ranger Kooky, I have to talk to you. You know, a lot of things was on my mind. I've been thinking about it since I've been walking around camp. And I have to tell you that your camp is an eyesore. I really don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't think you should have it here or bring it to the rendezvous. I think you should, you know, I don't like it. And here's my reasons. It looks like a homeless man's house. There's like trash everywhere, which I had it clean, but I had a bunch of boxes around it, of course. It looked like trash. I had some little knickknacks around it. It looked like a lot of little things. Just watch the video if you don't mind. And you could have told me how concerned you was about that eyesore. See the eyesore? What? You came into my camp, and you never said enough. No one said a word for a whole year, knowing you probably knew that I was going to bring it again because somebody asked for it. That's the reason why I bought it. I was going to make a new camping system, but somebody asked for it to see it. They wanted to show his wife my big camp, how big it is and what it looks like. So I brought it to the rendezvous again this year to show his wife my camp. A lot of you enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, and I appreciate that. The ones I'm worried about is the ones who didn't like my camp, and I really would appreciate it if you went down below. I'm putting this in my Facebook too. My Facebook page is now in my description. My other channel's in my description. I'm putting this into Facebook to let people know about their concerns. I want to hear your concerns about the Ranger Kooky's camp. I want to hear everybody's thoughts about it. Let me know. I want to hear and see your feelings about it. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. You know, that guy who came into my camp and said, "Man, this is a good looking camp, Ranger Kooky." Then turn around. This is a guy who did, I'm not mentioning names, then went on Facebook and said how trash it was and how miserable he thought that eyesore was. I only got one question. Why you didn't put no balls on my table and throw a bone up there and say, "Here, there's my bone. See my bone, and this is my balls on your table"? I'm sorry, Ranger Kooky, but I need to talk to you about this. I feel, this is my feelings. That's what I want. I want to hear your feelings and your thoughts. Don't hold back. See, I couldn't. You know, if that guy said that, told me his feelings and what he thought, I probably tore that damn thing down right there and there. I probably sat down. He probably said, "I want you to really think about it. I want you to think about it, Ranger Kooky, what I just said. You know, your camp is an eyesore, blah, blah, blah," whatever his thoughts and feelings were. And I was sat down and probably thought about it. How many other people thinks this? How many more people think my camp is a piece of shit? I was horrified. I was horrified that I made him feel like a piece of trash. And I will start tearing that son of a bitch down after I sat down for about 20 minutes and thought about it. I'm like, who else thinks this? Who else? I don't want no one to feel that they don't want to come because of my camp. I don't want you to have horrible feelings of coming to the rendezvous because of me. I would tore that camp down, and people are like, "Are you leaving?" Nope. I'm tearing this down, and I'm putting my 2 hammocks up, or I'm putting a hammock up for myself. Why? What happened? Well, somebody told me something, and they were upset about it, and they told me their concerns, and I'm going to fix this. I'm going to make it right. I'm going to tear this thing down to make it right. Then you have the audacity to go on Facebook and point your opinions on it. I'm so happy you took it down. I am happy you took it down, but I was going to read it. I want to see who else was saying bad things about it. You could have said, there's Ranger Kooky's camp. I'm going to tell him something right now. I can't hold it back no more. I can't hold it no more. Ranger Kooky, I need to talk to you. Look at my balls. Here's my bone. That's all I wanted you to do. That's all I want people to do. Remember, I want to be ridiculed. That means tell me if I'm doing something wrong. If you don't like the Ranger Kooky, that's fine. That's your opinion. You have your mind. You can state your mind. There's nothing wrong with it. You hate my camp, but you don't hate Ranger Kooky. Speak your mind. Do not hold back. See, the rendezvous, and also I brought that big monster camp because it's part of my channel. my channel. Some people want to be hands-on. That's why they wanted me to bring it up there. They wanted to touch the damn thing. They wanted to see it. They want to see the insides, because the camera does not give justice. So I bring my channel up there and show my works that I have learned from other YouTubers. The bed frame, the bush chair. I learned that from other people, even from my friend before he passed away. You had the right to talk, and I also had the right to defend myself. I brought that big monster because people want to see it. Some people don't mind it. Some people did. And the ones I want to hear from is the ones who don't like that camp. You have the right to talk. And if you can't talk to somebody, and I want to say one more thing before. This is how I was feeling. This is how I was feeling. Okay, let's come over here real quick by this nice, beautiful pond. They say it's a lake, but it's a pond. Any body of water in the middle of somewhere is a pond. This is me. Unaware, because no one said nothing. A man comes out to this beautiful pond. He looks at it. Everybody's around. He pulls out his gun, a hand pistol, 9mm or a Glock, and starts shooting. Unaware, there's people on the other side of that pond. Unaware that his bullets can ricochet and hit somebody on the other side. Unaware that people around him are scared and petrified because you're not supposed to shoot a gun in that location. So I was unaware that you had feelings for my camp. So I'm that guy with the gun. I'm unaware there's people over there. You can say that is a selfish act, but if I'm not aware of something, you can't hold me accountable for something I wasn't unaware for. Because if I knew, if somebody said something right off the bat, hey Ranger Kooky, I know next year you're going to bring that big camp system, but I really appreciate you don't, and here's why. If just one person said something, just one, and didn't bring his ass to my table and bought his balls. All women, put it this way, all women have balls. They tell you like it is. I've seen that in my whole life. But men, they don't want confrontation with people. Well, there's three creators of the Rendezvous. If you don't know them, you need to find out who they are. If you have a problem with anybody at the Rendezvous, you should be able to go to those three creators and tell them, hey, this is my thoughts. Can you please relate that to somebody here that is aggravating me? There's a guy over there shooting BB guns. I'm pissed off because it might ricochet and hit my kid. There's a guy over there flashing women. We need to take care of that. Can you take care of that? That's all you had to do. There's a bunch of ways this could have been handled and took care of the right way. Remember, there's two ways. Well, sorry, three sides of a story. His side, her side, and my side. Now, like I have to do once again. Last year I had to explain myself. This year I have to explain myself. If anybody has a problem at the Rendezvous and you don't want to bring your balls to their table, bring it to the leaders of the Rendezvous who created the Rendezvous to begin with. Let them know your feelings or something's going on, and I want you to take care of this because of this. You know, my complaint is, this is my complaint of the Rendezvous. We need at least one Johnny Pot out there, because all the women, at the end of the rendezvous, me and my friend Bear, we was walking around. We found toilet paper behind trees. Toilet paper, napkins behind trees. Almost a dozen of these trees had toilet paper behind each one. Now, me and Bear, well, Bear did most of the work. He picked up every one of them for the rendezvous. And that's not the sample I want to set for the rendezvous for our women who urinate behind trees at night or whatever time they did this. It's unfair for other people to come behind those women and pick up their toilet paper behind trees. So one Jolly Pod has to be put out there, I do believe, because me and Bear picked up a dozen of them. Well, Bear did most of the work. He did most of the work. And it had a bunch of them. At least about a dozen trees with toilet paper behind each one. So that's my concern and my complaint for the rendezvous. I know y'all not going to take my situation into effect because I'm Ranger Kooky and I'm selfish. I'm the selfish bastard there. And also, don't accuse somebody. You could have went to my camp and found out, hey, why you have this big monster camp? Because it's my comfort. You got your comfort? That's my comfort. I told a bunch of people, I used to camp. I used to go camping in a tent. I found the hammock. I got rid of the tent. I found the A-frame bed. I got rid of the hammock because I love that A-frame bed. I could turn around in it. I can sleep on my side. You can't do that with a hammock. A hammock, you can only sleep on your back or on your side if you're lucky. So I got rid of the tent for the hammock, and I got rid of the hammock for the A-frame. So that's my comfort and my channel. So there's two. People want to have hands on. I love your big monster camp, Ranger Kooky. I want to see it in person. So I brought it up there. Now I want to let y'all know, only way I'm going to bring that big monster back to the rendezvous if 10 people ask to see it. That's the only way I'm going to ever bring that monster trash camp to the rendezvous. Alright, I'm going to end this video. I think I said my piece. I defended myself once again. I think people were mad at me because I profiled everybody. But that's how I saw it. I'm honest. I'm brutally honest. I don't go up to your camp and tell you lies. I'm going to tell you the truth. If I think something's wrong, I'm going to tell you. Lying to somebody and snowflaking them is the wrong thing to do. No one should do that to somebody. And that's what happened to me. Oh man, this is a wonderful camp, Ranger Kooky. Then turn around and went on Facebook and try to make a little scene about it. And I'm so happy you brought it down. I'm happy you deleted that. In a way, I wanted it up because I want to see who else said something. I want to know who else didn't like that camp. How many people didn't like that camp? So far, I got like 5 to 6, and that's all I needed. That's all I needed was one. That's all I needed was one person complain, saying, Ranger Kooky, I don't want you to bring your camp up there, and here's why. I'm a reasonable, unselfish guy that I was accused of being selfish. Now, if you think I'm being selfish because I'm trying to show Ranger Kooky, no. I'm showing my comfort. My comfort was that A-frame bed. And trust me, it's a comfortable bed. So yes, my A-frame bed, come on, is my comfort. I don't complain about your toilet paper. You should use grass. And if my camp is selfish because of my channel for what it is, you should be selfish yourself for bringing your stuff out there to show and display. So you know better than me. If that was the thought in your head, I'm selfish because of my big camp. I was trying to figure out what this person talking about and how I'm selfish. If it's concerned about others, this is the video, proves you wrong right now. It only took one person to say something and do it, and he did it the right way. Now I'll listen. When you come in there and you try to do it the wrong way, I don't listen to that. I listen to people who have reasons and not bad reasons and not cursing me out. You don't have to curse me out. You can talk to me. I'm a human being. I want to be respected as a human being. If you have a problem with me, you say it. If you can't say it, you can't bring your balls to my table, you talk to the three people who created the rendezvous, and you tell them your problems or concern about anything or anybody at that camp. We're there to enjoy ourselves. We're there to explore and show our skills. I don't have blacksmithing skills. I don't have a display of knives. I don't have carving skills. I don't have spoons or wood spirits. Everybody was out there to show their skills and talk to one another. That's what the rendezvous is about. As long as I know, that's what I always believed in. The rendezvous is to show your skills, talk to others, meet new people. Then I'm being where I can't bring my skills out there, but I listen. I listen to your complaints. Well, not complaints. I don't want to say complaints, concerns. So I heard a couple of people's concerns. And I'm not going to bring it out there because of those couple people's concerns. If you're my friend and you want to backstab me, be very wise to what you say when you do. Be very wise. I don't want to be backstabbed, and I know you don't want to be backstabbed. My friends could have talked to me. Any of my friends could have talked to me about his or her concerns about anything. When you go behind me and go on Facebook and try to make a little, drama scene or whatever, that could piss off somebody. And I knew what you was talking about. I hope you didn't think I'm weak, one-minded, or dumb, because you will get it. So this is for that person who made that post. Be wise of what you say. And anybody else who does the same thing to others, you're wrong for doing that. You all, whoever do that, and any type of media does that to anybody else, they're wrong. Very wrong. The three creators have a big responsibility. They could have done this the right way. but they choose to do it that way. They thought this should have been done. I don't know. I'm not accusing none of y'all, and they're saying it could have been done different. Whoa, a widowmaker. Oh, this will hurt. Well, there's my concerns. My big goofy talk about what I think. Like I said, whoever went on Facebook and said all kinds of bad things, you could have done different. And I'm glad you deleted your post, but it was an eye-opener. It's a big eye-opener. Too bad we can't have the rendezvous here. You can't say you don't have enough room. You got room all the way to back there. That big, beautiful pond. An area we can do this, our demonstrations. We can ask the park. We can all camp in this location. Plenty of trees. So I listen. But I'm selfish. Remember? I'm selfish. I can just flip you all off and say, go the hell. I do what I want. But I'm not that type of person, and I never will be. That's all it did. That's all it took is one person. I'm Boylan Kooky. I'm going to end this video. And take care of yourselves and don't be an ass about it. Talk to me in a civil matter. Tell me your concerns. Tell me what you thought and think. Don't bring your ass to my table. Grow a set of balls and throw your bone on my table. I see y'all later. Boylan Kooky.